Hello and welcome to Top 5 Friday. I'm your host Tim Cant and I'm extremely excited to bring you the first part of our 2019 Big Black Friday special. We've got 5 incredible plugins, each of which has been given a discount that will quite literally make you give thanks. Let's bring on the bargains. Serato Sample is 50% off. Scaler has been scaled down to 25 quid. Isotope Nectar Elements is flipping free with any purchase. Soundspot Union is a huge 80% off, and Arturia V Collection is down to 300 clams. Sample is an intriguing sampler which auto-slices long samples and splays them across the keyboard, allowing you to experiment with them. You can lock the slices that you like and re-randomise the rest until you've got things perfect. We've also got standard sampler functions like tuning, amplitude control, stretching and filtering, everything you need for basic sampling. Sample is 50% off, meaning 35 quid, 45 bucks, and about 40 euros, so you can bag it for half the price in the 2019 Black Friday sale. So let's check out Serato Samples Auto Find Samples feature. It's pretty simple, guys. I have dragged in a full-length a cappella into the sample instrument, and if we want to, we can set things up manually. If I press one of the MIDI triggers, it'll automatically place a sample start on slot A at the start of the sample. I can move that around if I wanted to. It's all very easy. And then you can muck about with all different parameters. But let's say we don't want to do things manually, we want to do things automatically. Well, we just quickly click the Find Samples button. And there we go. It's gone through the sample, finding some interesting ideas for us. So let's see what we've got. So some of these you might like more than others. That I like. I'm going to favorite it. And then we can re-randomise it. And that one will stay the same. Everything else, well, that'll be a bit different. So yeah, oh yeah, I can't stop playing with it. So an interesting approach to creative sampling there, especially if you've got a lot of tracks that you're trawling through to find samples. This is a bit of an interesting new way to do it. Plugin Boutique's own Scaler is a theory workstation that helps you with key detection, building progressions, chord extensions, rhythms, and loads more. And for this Black Friday, it's available for only £25 or $29. There's loads of artist scales and chord groups available in Scaler, and recent updates include a fretboard view with an arpeggiator to add sequencing to its bag of tricks, plus extra chord sets to help you find your most expressive progressions yet. Scaler is an absolute monster when it comes to music theory. Take a look at some of this stuff we've got in here. Does this mean anything to you? If it does, you're in for a flipping treat. Look, you've got your key of F Hungarian gypsy scale. There's just an absolute ton of depth here. There's loads of stuff you can do. We can't even really scratch the surface of it, but I can show you something that you can do with it, even if you are not a crazy music theory head. It's really good as a kind of inspiration starter. What you can do is you can choose one of the preset songs. I'm gonna go for the pop 1 progression here, and it gives us a chord progression. Bunch of chords to play with. Look, it goes on and on and on and on. If you're not too savvy on your music theory, you can still use this to bosh out a bit of a progression by just having a bit of a click away. So let's jam something out. No, that's not right. So there you go. Okay, we've got a bit of a thing going on now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag these chords that I've used. Dung, dung. And I've got a little thing here. And what I can do is I can literally just drag the MIDI out. It'll play back with this preset piano sound. There's a bunch of other instrument sounds in there as well. And this will play back our chords that we've just created. And then you can use that as a basis for your own composition. And like I say, There's an insane amount of depth here, just loads and loads of different stuff you can do. So if you want to learn more about music theory, or you're looking for a real powerful tool to enhance your already swollen music theory brain, Scalar is a great look. Nectar is iZotope's huge workstation plugin for working with vocals at a pro level, and Nectar Elements is the lighter version, which usually retails at $129. This Black Friday though, you can grab it for free whenever you buy anything from Plugin Boutique, and that includes buying any of the items in the Black Friday sale. Nectar Elements includes 4 sliders for vocal cleanup, pitch, clarity, de-essing and dynamics, as well as 2 sliders for polishing vocals, tone and space. Elements uses iZotope's vocal assistant technology, which automatically generates initial settings using its terrifying artificial intelligence. So my original plan to demo the power of Nectar Elements was to do a bit of singing and sing along to Freak Like Me by Adina Howard. Unfortunately, the results were unpalatable, even with the amazing power of Nectar Elements, so I'm not going to subject you to that. What I have done instead is I've recorded some dialogue, and look, when Nectar Elements asks us what we're going for, dialogue is one of those options. So we'll say we're going for dialogue. Let's make it a bit aggressive, and then we just click go, and the plugin will work its magic. It asks us to play some audio. Let's do that now. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. She sells seashells on the seashore. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. She sells seashells on the seashore. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for... Okay, there we go. And you can hear, as it does its processing, you can hear the results in real time. So let's play a bit of this vocal back first, with the effect, and then without the effect, we can hear what the difference is. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. So you can hear the unprocessed version is a lot duller, and what you can do is muck about with these controls in real time and hear how it affects the sound. Let's do that. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. She sells seashells on the seashore. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. She sells seashells on the seashore. Ooh, a little bit of cheeky reverb on the end there. Let's tone that down a bit, maybe. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for... Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. Hey, this is Tim Cant getting freaky for Plugin Boutique. All right. She sells seashells. So there you go, a very quick and simple way to bring out your vocals, whatever type they might be. Nice one, iZotope! Union is a recent synth release and is an absolute steal at just £5.99, which is a whopping 95% off. Union has 2 analog style oscillators delivering in the usual waveforms, and there's modulation and effects in there too. So far so simple, but when you click the Generate Wavetable button, it turns this subtractive synth into something altogether more modern, with the auto-generated wavetable being the 3rd oscillator. At just 6 GBP, Union ain't gonna bust your wallet. So we looked at Union last time on Top 5 Friday in the Trap episode, and we focused mainly on the Generate Wavetable function. Today I want to look at some of Union's virtual analog stuff in slightly more detail, and this synth is chock full of some cool presets, including basic dread here, which is... It's your jungle and garage dread bass sounds. Now let's have a look at how we can create a version of that ourselves, and in the process see some of Union's features. So what we do is we click here and select init presets. To initialize the preset we have 2 oscillators. One is a sawtooth, one is a sine. Together they sound like this. We want to turn off the 2nd oscillator and set the first one to a square wave. And we want to use a filter on this square wave, so we'll bring up the oscillator info here. We're going to muck about with the cutoff level. So there we go. We want to modulate that with the mod ADSR, so we'll set this to purple. It's color coordinated. If we click this, you can see this envelope is closing the filter quite quickly. What we want it to do is open gradually, so we will do this. Now this is the basic sound, and we can tweak it by controlling the cutoff amount, the shape of the curve, and the modulation amount. So let's tweak it a bit. Oh, and what we really want to do is add some resonance as well. Oh, there. Oh, lovely. Oh, nice. Is that too much modulation amount? I fear it is. Oh, lovely. And also, it's union, so it's got unison. Let's see what that does to it. Getting into your bassline house sort of territory, and you can control the unison detune with this detune knob. Oh. So yeah, hours of fun for only £6. Arturia's V Collection 7 is a near wholly selection of analog and digital emulations created by the legendary French developers. Version 7 includes plug-in versions of the DX7, CZ101, Mini Moog, Hammond B3, Prophet 5, Mellotron, CS80, Jupiter 8, Matrix 12, Grand Piano, Wurlitzer, Synthi 8 and tons more, 24 instruments in total. Usually all that goodness sets you back €500, but with 40% off this Black Friday, you can start your V adventure for just €300. And scoring this now will give you a leg up when it comes to upgrading to version 8. Arturia's V Collection is an amazing suite of analog and digital emulations and some real instruments as well. And one of its lesser known features is that it's NKI compatible. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you download Complete Control for free from Native Instruments, you can use it to browse all your Arturia patches. So what we do is we click on this instrument filter thing, we scroll down to Arturia, and look, there we've got all our different instruments. So if you want to say, look at CS80 V3 pads, you click the instrument and then you select your synth pads thing, and look, we've got all of these sounds. Let's have some green mist. Bring it on, boys. And here we go. Lovely. Let's have some HV female. Gorgeous. House in the sky, why not? And of course, you can also see all of these patches in your master list of patches here, which makes it very, very easy to find the sound that you're looking for. So yeah, a veritable Thanksgiving feast from Arturia there. Okay, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for right now, but why not join us next time for 5 more big Black Friday discounts? Click my wee bell to be reminded when the episode drops. I'll see you then.